A big hello once again to everyone watching. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. And welcome back to Amersham, where we left off last time. I decided to replace our taxi service, make it into a more fixed, permanent bus route, introduce Dennis Darts onto it, as we can see here. I haven't actually reduced the amount of vehicles on here, so there used to be about 20 taxis, there's now about 20 darts. That's not efficient. The frequency of this service is every 35 seconds, which is pure insanity. Not even the busiest route in London could justify that I mean, maybe if it was entirely allocated darts, it would justify that frequency. But I also decided to go through the town service, the Amersham Circular, and also replace the old vehicles on there, which were like some American types, with ALX400s. The Tridents. I mean, granted, the model of the Tridents isn't as good as the model for the darts. Because if we take a look at the darts, we can actually get on boards, and it's all properly modelled, all fancy. Can then sit on here whilst we wait for the bus to unkneel. Oh, try not knock down those pedestrians. But yes, so in this part, we're going to probably extend our main line, extend a few of our branch lines. Last time we also created the Penistone Light Railway, the PLR. It's like the DLR, except it's knockoff brother. Also, hello Southern Transport. We might end up expanding that. We currently have 178 million in the bank, so we pretty much have free reign to do whatever we want. I think, however, what I will start doing is actually creating our high-speed line, starting at Welland Garden City, maybe stopping at Aldenton, I'm not 100% certain, coming through via Amersham, and then not stopping again until, where's a nice sized town to terminate at? Haverhill, maybe? Or Somerton? I mean, Somerton is bigger than Haverhill, but, you know what? We'll terminate at Somerton. So Somerton, Amersham, and then direct down to Welland Garden City. And we'll introduce HST locomotives onto there, or Class 91s, since those have a better acceleration than the HSTs, and also pollute quite a bit less. However, before we do that, since Amersham has expanded, and our bus network is rather pathetic, what we'll do is create a few new bus routes. So come over here, get some Midland Red bus stops. Should we just get LT request stops? Get LT request stops. Start it down here. Come up through here. Through some of the housing estates. High density tower blocks here. Coming through here before sending it down through here, serving every single quote-unquote block, before terminating at the station. I'll put the stop there just so that it doesn't congest this stop here directly outside the station, and then create another new route which comes from probably around here, down the main roads, turn left here, turn into this industrial type estate, over the level crossing, down here, down through here, and then go over this level crossing to come serve this part of the city before terminating at the railway station. So we'll create a new line, put all these stops, send it down through the city, terminate there before it comes back up, through Victoria Street, New Road, Chester Road, Springfield Road, and Stanley Road. This will be, since that is the 2, this can be the 302. The 302 Amersham Stanley Road to station. And then another new line. Actually, I'll make this be the 301. Just to keep it a bit consistent. I should have probably made this line over here be the 301, but we ignore that. So start it over here in this housing estate, come through here for this industrial estate, and then down here terminating on this side of the station before doubling back on ourselves via the drive, via Green Lane, the avenue, and then back via King's Road. This is the 301. This is from Highfield Park. Amersham Station to Highfield Road. There we go. And then, since we have way too many vehicles on our taxi service, which we'll just rename the 303 Amersham Taxi Circular, manage the vehicles. Take probably half the PVR of this route. Take 5 vehicles off, send them into the depot. Wait until they arrive over here. Because this route definitely does not need that level of frequency. It did before with taxis because we didn't have the capacity. But now that we have larger capacity vehicles, definitely doesn't need that. So put 1 dart onto the 302. Another dart onto the 302. And then 2 darts onto the 301. Yeah. Looking at Amersham North. Plenty of capacity here on the Metropolitan. Plenty of people waiting for the Amersham City Line, the Metropolitan, the Penistone Light Railway, which in real life, the DLR doesn't actually connect up with the Metropolitan at any point. So that's a little thing that we've kind of missed out on. We've somehow managed to create it so that the Metropolitan meets with the Amersham and City Line and the DLR in the save. Would be interesting if like all those different nodes connected. I think the closest it comes to probably is, well, I guess Aldgate and Tower Gateway. They're not really particularly close, but that's about as close as you're going to get from the Metropolitan down to the DLR in London. Yeah. So now we're just waiting for the years to tick on by, just so that we can replace these 92 stock trains that we have on the Penistone Light Railway with B09 stocks. We have the Amersham and City Line waiting here for the single track working. Which, since it is pretty busy, I might actually double track now. Where is... there it is, 125 miles per hour. Because I think that there is space to double track it without removing or demolishing too many buildings, disrupting too many people. So what I'll do is I'll change the layout here and change the layout here and here. So get this to continue on through here, terminate there, get this to connect up till here, connect up to the level crossing. What platform does the Amersham and City Line? It terminates on that platform. So put a crossover here. And then continue this bridge over. That it connects up here. Connect this up over there like that. Sure. Then now we have to connect up the Amersham and City Line in a way that it doesn't make it look absolutely horrendous. Okay, maybe we'll have to bring this down a bit more than that. Bring it down like this, and then can it go up to here? Nope, too much slope. Okay, so get this to go up a bit from here, so of it being level. Nope, complaining about way too much slope. Although that works. I might be able to get that to then connect up. I mean, that sort of works. But the question is, can I get the second track in as well? And nope, can't get that in because too much slope apparently. Oh, the game really is having a hissy fit at this now. Okay, this should be better. And then I can connect up to the platform like that. And signal this section up just so we don't have a massive collision on our hands. We're not going to be using like token blocks to give trains priority. Put a double lip switch there. Put that, some signals. Double track this area. Put signals at this crossover. Not like that, because... Oh, I literally just built that and I've already demolished it. Get signals, put that there in the correct direction. Put this there. And put 2 of those there. So now... There we go. So now it's not a single line working. They don't have to wait for each other to pass before continuing on. Oh, but apparently this Metropolitan line has no path. There's 300 people waiting for the Met. There's... oh, I actually thought that was a Metropolitan line. Okay, so that's left full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these with some more 92 stocks trains. Or maybe these ones with higher capacity. Because this line needs it. Although actually, hold on. Maybe I'll go with the 96 stock, because that's what was on it before. Do we have longer 96 stocks available to us? Or do we just have these 6-car, 7-car variants? What if we doubled it, so it's a 14-car 96 stock? Absolutely cursed. Nothing. You would never see this in real life. Just imagine, what if? There we go. Doubled up 96 stock working. We've also, for some reason in 2002, have unlocked the Enviro 500s. We also have some ALX400 liveries. In First Barbie, we also have some Class 43s. Okay, yeah, this is a bit too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just put 92 stocks. The longer ones? Actually, no. I'll put 73 stocks. Although those have a lower top speed. Sort of hoping to keep the 63 mph top speed that this line kind of needs. 4-car? Make it 8-car. 8-car C stocks. Really unrealistic, but that is beside the point. Also, apparently this is a C stock, but that's definitely Metropolitan line interior over there. Intriguing. Anyway, makes it more accurate, I suppose. Also, for whatever reason, they're now like racing alongside each other. I think this A stock is going to be severely disappointed. It's a drag race between a 92 stock and an A stock. Who's going to win? Oh, it's neck and neck. I think the A stock is like slightly edging forward. It's like 1 mph faster. Will that be enough? What? What's this? What's happened here? Ah, right, I see. Wait, hold on. What? I'm confused. I don't know why that train was waiting. I'm also severely confused as to where this A stock is actually going to like turn back. Also, hello A series fan. Hey, you've joined at the perfect time considering this is an A stock over here. There we go. I'll send that back on the correct path. 92. Yeah, hold on. Do we have... Oh, okay. Now this is a bad example because this is meant to be a 96 stock train. But if we wait over here for the Penistone Light Railway, you will see a 92 stock come in. eventually, maybe. Might have jinxed it. Yeah, here's a 92 stock. Here's another 92 stock. I mean, it's a bit unrealistic because we put them on mainline working instead of like metro working, but that's beside the point. It's not busy. But yes, no, I'm gonna start working on the high-speed service. Gonna make it be all fancy, ultra modern with extremely long platforms. Also, actually, I might do island platforms for this. Where is... I know I have a station that does have island platforms somewhere. German stations. Well, I mean, we're not really in Germany, but you know, I suppose it will do. Having ultra wides. Okay, no, that's not. How on where is the setting so that I can have island platform stations? You know what? It's actually, to be fair, it's 2002. This is the end of the National Rail. Not National. It's the start of Rail Track. It's the end of British Rail. I mean. So I'm not going to use the NSE Network Southeast stations. I'll use the advanced modern station. Because I suppose it's the beginning of the modern era of all glass and steel station structures. 320 meters is what we shall use lengthwise. Connect this up to the main town center here. Less of a need to create a circular bus service if we could just connect it up to the town center like that. We can connect it. I mean, since we're going to go past it, we might as well connect up with Aldrington, I suppose. It's on the way, might as well. Even though this kind of defeats the purpose of a high-speed service if you're stopping every like 2 nanoseconds. But these are tiny little details, we can gloss over them. Put that there. And then at Amersham, create a new high-speed platform. Should we connect it up to Amersham North, or should we connect it up to Amersham Central? It should be Amersham Central, but however, sadly, the central station is not positioned at the right angle for this high-speed service, because it will cut through the town like this. And it's a bit difficult to actually like create platforms that are like at 90-degree angles to each other. The game doesn't really like it when you try to do that. So I would prefer to have like a more central station. You know what? I could just slot it in like this, create like a curve, so it connects up there, then continues on through. I mean, it's gonna have to slow down for the station anyway, so might as well do that. You don't use those because high speed era, so we're going to use overhead catenary. If I can find the track for that. There it is. High speeds with catenary. Also, sadly, we're not going to be able to put a platform there, which is a bit of a problem. So I might actually just move everything over by one. Although that's not going to work with the station building here. Yeah, that's a problem actually. Not having enough space for to connect a platform here because the road's right here. Now we have a bus service alongside this road. So what's going to happen is we're going to shift all the stops down by one. Shift that over there. And then sadly remove this road. And probably remove this road as well. suppose also remove that road. Move the stop actually down here. Configure this and then add in some platforms. Some modern UK platforms if we have any. I'll just use NSE stuff. Pretend like we're broke, we're rail track, we're just gonna keep using the dilapidated old NSE stock stuff. Overheads, not here though. Where are stairs? I've downloaded way too many mods, I can't find anything now. Definitely not gonna be in tracks. It's in MISC. It's not in MISC, the ones that I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is one of these. So we put this over here, get this over here, like that, so that people can actually go between the platforms. Oh, and that has completely bugged out the game because now they're levitating, there's no platforms here. Interesting. Okay, I guess we're not going to use those these stairs then. Can I use this on this platform? Oh, I can. That actually does work. If I use the more modern like escalators with lifts. Although it actually doesn't even connect up to the lifts, so... Ah well. Also use... I mean, there are a few other ones. I could try use this. Does that... No, that doesn't work. Alright, I guess... Okay, no. These escalators don't want to work either, apparently. Oh, the joy of mods. Half the time, it's just everything breaks. For absolutely no reason. There we go. Why is everyone running? That's a good question. Might be because there's an announcement for Inspector Sands. So they're fleeing. No, it's because they were actually waiting for the bus stop here, and since I've moved the bus stop all the way down here, that's now where they're going. I'm also going to put a passenger connection, a new building around here, so that this side of the city, which is expanding, can also connect up to the station, and this bus stop here will connect up to the station as well. Alright, so the next and final stop is probably going to be Somerton. This will be where I terminate this high-speed service. Use the modern-day passenger train station, the terminus. Slot it into here. Remove this road because I want it to be at somewhat of an angle. Just so I'm not slowing down trains too much to approach here. And then start building the actual high-speed tracks. At first, there's no point using like the high-speed tracks because we don't have any UK trains that can go 300 kilometers per hour. The high speed that we can go in here for now is only 125 miles per hour with our HST units. Also, hello, Crazy. Maybe went flying in Train Sim World 3 with the Ice 1. High speed? The UK doesn't know what high speed is. Well, I mean, we do know what high speed is. We have one high speed line, HS1, which is only high speed for like a very short section. Listen, okay, trains are permitted to go 140 miles per hour on it. It's just a shame that the rest of the network is limited to a max of 125. It's fine, get me in the planning department. You'll see the high-speed services I build here. They'll be impeccable. Just make sure you have someone to actually like go buy the materials for me, because right now I'm very lost and I don't know where the track I'm looking for is. Overhead? No. High speed. There we go. There it is. A high-speed track. High-speed track with third rail. Are we going to use third rail power to power high-speed services? I do not think so. There we go. Basically just leave it on a straight line. up to Amersham. Cut through here, through this valley. Make the curves be ever so gentle so that we don't lose not even a mile per hour. So we're going to need to go through Kids Grove in order to get to Amersham. So what we're going to do is stop the track there, and then over here we'll start ducking it down into the ground so that we go underneath Kids Grove. And maybe eventually we might actually add a stop here for the high-speed services, but right now there's probably about 3 people who actually live in this town, so it's not worthwhile stopping a high-speed service there. Send it over there. Since this is a bridge section and this is high speed, we're going to throw all the money possible at it and put the most expensive, elaborate looking bridge possible. I tried going to New Jersey on a Long Island Railroads. New Jersey was basically a river. I'm going to continue my Isle of Wight bus company. What train am I going to use? I'm going to use either Class 91s or Class 43 HSTs. Basically, Intercity 125s or 225s. I haven't quite decided yet. And also, yes, yeah, we have left BR times. We're now in the privatized era. We're in 2002. The height of a rail track and quality engineering that they brought in terms of the Paddington, the Ladbroke Grove disasters. Look, okay, in this world, everything still remained privatized. It has nothing to do with me, this. So do I bring it along this river here, up till here? Should I cut it through here and then to make it turn here? It's good questions. Since I'm gonna bring it here, I might actually reroute. See, this is a problem because now I'm gonna need to make an overpass because this high-speed service needs to actually go on top of. Can I not? Okay, there we go. It needs to go above and over the mainline service without causing too much disruption, hopefully. So send it up. And then use... Okay, apparently that's just completely broken, it's balked. Yeah, you go right ahead and continue your Isle of Wight bus company. You found some weird bus stops that I won't name on that island. Are they somewhat, you know, racist sounding names? Because if so, that sounds like the Isle of Wight to me. I'm just kidding. So keep speeds up. I don't want to cause it to slow down too much and too unnecessarily. So then what that ends up doing, 150 miles per hour, and then give it a good straight run to continue going on to on its high speed service. Okay, well here it's just going underneath the river. Okay, that's less than ideal, not really what I want it to do. And add in another bridge structure here. Yeah, we're going full on out with this. We're spending all the money on this extension. Basically doing a China right now. We have cash to splash. We're just going to create a high-speed service to places where no one lives. And hope that people start using them. Hooray for completely vain and useless infrastructure projects. Okay, this is where the high-speed service was, so I will reroute it. It then connects up like that. Doesn't slow down at all. There we go. Not really racist, but they sound not safe to work for me. That makes sense. Are they like this name over here? Like, you know, Peniston. Yeah, that's definitely what this says. Definitely not anything else if I just cover up the rest of the stone parts. Or are they like Scunthorpe? Class 125. No, it's not class 125s. They're called Intercity 125s, but they're class 43s. They're HST locomotives. Get this to run alongside here for a bit. Then I'm gonna have to probably bridge over this section here. Replace this level crossing. Also, just completely replace this section of roads. Also, double track that. And then this is gonna branch off like this. Oops. Where is it? Because on our main line we have 321 bins in Thameslink livery. 12 car unit. No, these are 8 car units that we have here. So it'd be nice to have like HSTs running alongside these bins. To let the people know, you know, there are fancier ways, better ways of travelling. We have new, exciting ways. Important question is, are we actually going to be able to afford the rolling stock? And the answer to that is, I actually don't know. We might not be able to. Because HSTs are expensive. Okay, that is... This hasn't really come in at the best of angles. But in saying that, that's actually not too bad. Gonna extend west for the first time. Nice, nice. So you're going to the west of the Isle of Wight. Okay, get the bridge going here. Get a bridge here. Oh, now they're complaining about a bridge pillar collision. Damn. Okay. What about if instead this connects up like this? Oh, is it still complaining about a bridge? Oh, come on. This game can be so fussy at times, honestly. Get this up until here. Get a bridge pillar here. And then there we go. And then now connect this back up to there, like that. And then this can go alongside here. Double track all this. This is going to be a complete waste of track because, you know, we're not going to run that frequent a service that we actually need dedicated double tracks like this. But that, it doesn't matter. It just gives peace of mind so that they're not waiting for each other at like passing points, like on our branch line. This all the way over here. Extend it up through here. And then, oops. Okay. Gonna have to realign this. That goes into there. Then get this to connect up to here. Like that. Get our switch back in place. Which way is closer to the city centre? It's that platform. Get that like that. There we go. So then now we have the tracks in place for the high-speed service between Somerton and Amersham. Now we're going to get the high-speed tracks in place between Aldrington and Welland Garden City. They are in place between Aldrington and Amersham. Oh, I figured out why one of the bus stops is called like that. Oh, is one of the bus stops called like the Cock Inn or something? Because I know that that's a pretty popular pub name for whatever reason. Like the Cock and Bull. I'm pretty certain the people who were naming those pubs like in the 1800s or 1700s or, you know, whenever it was from, they knew what they were doing. They just wanted to have a little laugh. They were like, hee hee cock. Maybe it was just James May who named some of those. Since, as we all know, that is just his catchphrase. Cock. Yeah. I never extended west because there isn't biggish towns like Cowes, Ryde, Sandown, and Shanklin are closer. That is true. All the bigger towns are in the more towards the centre of the Isle of Wight, or to the east of the island. There's not really that many. I can't actually even think of any like the biggest towns off to the west. I mean, there are some. I mean, obviously there's people who live there, but it's just like it mostly focuses around like Newport and Cowes and Cowes. I don't know how to pronounce the name of that town, and like Ryde and Shanklin and them lot. Well, Fighting Cocks it's called. Yep, that again sounds about right for an English pub. Okay, so we have the high-speed tracks in place. Now get the signals in place. I also forgot to put the switch back here. Okay, the game just doesn't want me to put the switch back. Okay, got the signals in. Gonna start signaling it. And obviously auto signaling for some reason just doesn't really work for me, which is unfortunate. So I have to go through and signal on the other side as well. At all of these, every 500 meters, getting a signal in. And of course, on high-speed services like this in the modern era, they don't actually use like physical signals like this. It's all in-cab signaling. That is part of the reason as to why high-speed services are limited to 125 miles per hour, at least in the UK. It's because faster than that, and the trains need in-cab signaling, which they don't want to pay for. I mean, it's enough of a cost having to come around and replace old like semaphore signals with actual digital ones. Well, not digital, but you know, actual light signals instead of old semaphores. I mean, some parts of the country still use like a token system instead of actual signals. So you know, I think it's a massive stretch to expect that they would, you know, actually increase the speed of our mainline services to 140 miles per hour plus with in-cab signaling. Freshwater. Oh, it's freshwater. Oh, and that bus stop is right next to Amazon World. Fantastic. Do you think they use that on their advertising promotion? They're like, come to Amazon World. Our nearest stop is called... The nearest stop to us is the Fighting Cocks. Or just become a fighting cock. Come to Amazon World. So Somerton, stopping at Amersham South, then coming down to Aldrington, and then at Weldon Garden City. Hopefully it's not gone into the correct platform, so come into there. And our signals mean that should be on this platform. Should be on the other platform actually at Aldrington. Go over there, Amersham South. Amersham South is also probably on the wrong platform, I'd want to say. Put it on platform 5. There we go, like that. So then at Aldrington on the way back, stops there. Then stops at Amersham South for continuing all the way back down to Somerton. So we'll get a new a new depot in. Train depot. Hopefully, I mean, I'll probably put it more central in actual Amersham, since I feel like this is a good spot just to have a depot in general. It does also remind me that I do have to put that bridge back in. The bridge to cross over the tracks here. Put the road bridge. Make it a bit wider, put a bus lane in. Okay, that's just an illegal construction, it would seem. Put up the bridge. There we go, so it's the bridge over. I mean, I don't know why... actually, I was going to say I don't know why it needs to be this high, but I suppose that's about the right height for that. Too much slope. Well, that's unfortunate. Get it to go down here then in a more gentle slope. Then get the road to just turn back on itself. More like that. There we go. So there's a road crossing over this railway line instead of a level crossing. Well, there's also a bus stop called Amazon World, but then there's also like one near it. Ah, right, I see. So, in terms of tracks, I do kind of want this to also like be a depot to serve the main line as well. So I'm gonna extend it out to here. Put a few more tracks out onto here like that. Continue this on. Actually, not like that. Push this back a bit. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to rebuild that all together. Whoops. Oh no! Now the game's having a massive fit. Nope, it's okay. It's fine. Managed to sort it. Get that over here. Get the track for the depot like around here. And put another track here just to connect up to there like this. Put these to be double lip switches so that you can go onto any line and you can come from any line into this new depot, which we're gonna put right here. There we go. And now we can buy our first HST set. Or do we go for the Class 91 or the Class 373s, the Eurostar units? Never mind, we actually can't afford them, and that's a short set. Wait, hold on, no. So for the 91s, get 91001, and then passenger compartments, the Intercity Swallows, get 200 capacity. So I mean, this is a pathetic unit because it only has 3 coaches, but this is all we can afford at the moment. I also think I haven't even maxed out my loan, so I'm going to take out another 30 million loan from the bank. 373. Oh, we can't wait. Oh, I'm going to warn you now. You're going to be waiting a little while. Okay, 109 million for 2 Class 91s being sent out onto Line 6. Hang on, we need to rename that to the Amersham Express. High speeds. High speed Amersham. And then if we take a look at them leaving the depot, Class 91s in their gorgeous Intercity Swallow liveries. Look at them go. On actual proper high speed services as well, instead of putting them on our mainline services where they will never be able to get up to speeds. We've picked up not a soul. No one wants to go to Somerton, but that is fine for now. We're going over this brand new flyover we built, getting up to speed really nice. Hit 100 miles per hour. Gonna soon hit 125, which is a max speed for this unit. Oh, never mind. No. We're getting up to 130 and 140 miles per hour. The top speed actually for this unit. That's the reason why it's called the Intercity 225, because it's 225 kilometers per hour top speed, which translates to 140 miles per hour. And right now, because we only have 2 trains on this high-speed service, which goes, you know, from one end of the map to the other, its frequency is probably about 10 years. I mean, I say that. It's probably also... I'm pretty certain there was like a bear on the tracks there that we just mowed down. Alright, so now we're approaching Somerton, the brand new Intercity terminus. I mean, one thing I don't understand about European train stations is the fact the platforms are so low down. Instead of having the platforms be at the same height or near enough the same height as the doors. But anyway, 42 people getting on boards as we continue back up to Amersham. Oh, we're going to go into the luggage compartments. This is what this part of the train... Actually, I say that, no. Well, yes and no. This would have been for luggage, bike storage, mail, freight, that would have been sent there. Whereas on the HST units, the Class 43s, that would have been where the engine is. Zooming across the countryside at 140. Through the brand new tunnels, having our heads being cut clean off from the signals. Now arriving into Amersham South. Also have a few people waiting on the other platform to go up to Somerton. Is anyone getting on here to go down to 8 people? I think have stayed on to go even further than Amersham. I don't think anyone got on. At least it's not like the US where you have to climb 70 meters to board a train. That is true as well, and at least it's not like the US where, like, you know, you're going to climb on board those 70 stairs to get on the train and then be sat waiting for a freight train that's about maybe 200 cars long. You know, like maybe delay you by like a day or two. Because in America, freight has priority over passenger rail services, which makes no sense whatsoever. But that's the American system for you. Brand new tunnels. Cutting through the mountainside here. Granted, yeah, you don't get the views, but then no one complains about not having the views on the Eurostar between France and the UK. Approaching Aldrington. And we're off again. No one got on, no one got off. Next stop, Welwyn Garden City, which infamously doesn't have high-speed services. You just have Great Northern from there. Oh, but there are a lot of people waiting down here at Welwyn Garden City, which is always a fantastic sign. You know, it would also help if I actually connected the station up to the road network. I was going to do that, but I forgot. We also have a super pointed dart. Unlocked the Plymouth City bus rider livery. So what I'm going to do, since I still have 30 million, that's not bad going. I'm going to create a little town circular for Aldington. Cut through the city centre like this. I mean, yes, it's a circular. It's not nothing super special. Create just like a little service that goes from here down to here, since that's not covered by the train station, and I'm gonna go do the same up in Somerton, since that's where the train station is. All this suburbs not covered by that, so cut through here into here, go through here, and then terminate at outside the station. Create a new line, and we're going to do like a sneaky Arriva moment, name this like the X5, even though it's not express. There's no point for it, and there's not even 5 routes in this town, so it doesn't make any sense. Name it the X6, there we go. Because for whatever reason it's express in quotation marks. Actually, to be fair, the branding would make sense because it does connect you up with the high-speed line, so maybe we can lie and say that that's why it's called the X6. So we'll go with a where is it? Not to travel Dundee one, because we're not in Scotland last time I checked. The Plymouth City Bus Super Rider. This only has 39 capacity. Maybe it would be better not... Maybe it would be better to get an ALX400. You know what? No, I'm going to get 3 of these. Spend 3 million. Put them onto the X6. Yes, definitely Express. Yes, 100%. Amtrak only owns 3% of their network, of their track network. That is very true, yes. That's the reason why freight has priority in the US. Which, you know, in my head doesn't make any sense. You would have thought, like, just transfer it to Amtrak ownership. And then have the freight companies pay to actually, like, use those tracks. That just makes sense. No, but no. American government disagrees. And what ends up happening is you have the freight companies which don't care to maintain their tracks, and you have things like what happened in Ohio happening constantly because profits over lives. I'll also get... Should I get... First Glasgow? First Vantage. Yes, I get 3 First Vantage vehicles onto this Line 6, which will rename into the... what would be like a first... Probably like the the 77A. Actually, no, I'm going to do what they did in the Essex division, and rename the route to the A1. A for Aldrington, like they did for Braintree, Colchester, Chelmsford, and Southend, where they renamed their networks. The B network, the C network, and the S network for Colchester, because S stands for yes, in Colchester. Where is it? Line 6, rename it. This will be the A2, the A1. And in Welwyn Garden City, which will probably be dominated by go-aheads. Send it down there via Broadway, the Drive. This will be like, I'd say probably the but like the 40, nah, not the 401. We'll do the 105, 106. Also, hello, Tico. Oh, bro, you've broken a bus. I'm so annoyed, but now I can't fix it. Oh, I fixed it. Well done. Wait, hold on. How have you managed to break a bus in City Bus Manager? How is that even possible? I want to put an Enviro 400, Enviro 500, to correct myself. Put the Uni link. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to rename this route to. I'm going to rename it to the U1. The Uni link, even though there's not a Uni here. It's actually just a shopping centre. It's a Tesco. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rename this to the Tesco shopper bus. Since it literally terminates outside a Tesco, of course it does. Let's watch as this Enviro 500s. I mean, keep in mind, we're still in 2004, and somehow we have... Whoops, wrong building. Somehow we have an Enviro 500 MMC. But, Tesco shopper bus. With Unilink branding. Yeah, I understand, it doesn't make any sense. The Tesco link, yes. The Tesco... Tesco link. There we go. Tesco link. Unilink. And he went off great. A1? I'm getting confused with the A1 road. If someone said to me, yeah, I'm on the A1, I'll be there. I'll be there soon. Yeah, but like, you know, that is also what they do for their Braintree. No, not Braintree. Basildon network. Is they have like the B1, the B2, the B3. So yeah, it'll be really confusing. But then again, I don't think the B1 or the A1 road like runs near here. So I'd hope you wouldn't get that confused. Like, yes, I'm on the A1, which is the Aldrington City Circular with Vantage branded vehicles. Because apparently, can you tell where this bus has come from? From Leigh and Manchester. Oh, it's come from Leigh. Should actually change that to Leybrook. Come from my City Skylines city. Tesco link, subsidised by Unilink. Yes, because they have lectures and students living up in the attic in Tesco. Let's also go over to Somerton and take a look at our... That's not Somerton, that's Kids Grove on this DART service. What is this? The X6, the city bus. Oh yes, I forgot. The X... That doesn't actually work, because if you take a look, it says 6 and then X. So I'm going to rename this, so it actually makes sense, since this is a city bus. And we are in Somerton. I'm not going to do like the S6 moment. This will just be the 6, and this will be Station Express. There we go. So now the destination actually makes sense. Super Rider with Go-Ahead's London Seaton maquettes. I'm very confused. This lady's also staring at me. I think I'll just get off the bus here. Plymouth City Bus, you're a local bus company. Well, you're a bit bloody lost. This ain't Plymouth. Hello, DJ. Oh god, there's 1,700 people waiting at Newport bus station at 6 AM. 700 of those waiting for the 4. Most of them get off at the second stop. Gonna increase that frequency. You know what I do? If most people are literally just wanting to go one stop, I just introduce a new route between the stop they're waiting at and the stop they're going to. And then increase the frequency to like every 20 minutes, put one bus on it, or every 10 minutes. Bam, bosh. That seems to move them pretty well. That's also one of my favourite things about like City Skylines or Cities in Motion. Any game that tries to simulate passengers, for whatever reason, you always have those routes. And you always have those moments where it's like you have hundreds of passengers literally wanting to go one stop down the road. And it's like they get off a route which also serves that stop they want to go to, but no. They get off at the stop where it interchanges with another route that goes to that stop because they're like, ooh, this is going to be quicker instead of just staying on the bus that they're on, which will go to where they want to go in the first place. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Also, this high-speed service, not really making that much money, sadly. That's... yikes. 13 people on this service. Is it because you are following? Yes, it is. You are following this train over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for you... when this comes in, I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to let it sit in the station, wait until this first train... Also, we've unlocked the Enviro 400s. It's 2005. It's a bit early to be unlocking that. We could replace some of our ALXs with those, but that will be expensive, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to rename this since this is 91002. And then the one behind is 91001. 91001. There we go. So this will come into this station. Open up its doors, let people out, let people in. I will leave it stopped in there. Wait until this train gets into Amersham and actually leaves Amersham, just to create an even space in between them. 10 minutes, one bus needed. Yeah, that's true. I just made a small route that goes through the first stop and then Lidl too. Maybe they gotta all go to Lidl at 6 AM. Yeah. They want to get there. They want to go see the middle of Lidl before anyone else because they want to get that cheap electronic tats that Lidl sells. You know, I mean, like I'm sold. I'd go to Lidl at 6 in the morning to go get like I don't know, some blender or like a massager for my back that I didn't actually need. Okay, so this has arrived into Amersham. Wait until it leaves. This is still here at Somerton. Let it allow it to load up. That train is fully loaded. This train over here is loading up pretty nicely. I think this will also be somewhat well loaded. I don't know why it's left with 60 people still on the platform. I'm going to slow this down. Sit there for a moment, just so that this train can actually properly fill up. You have more passengers to pick up. You're not leaving until you pick all of them up. There we go. Now it's basically fully loaded. And it's now leaving. Oh. Apparently, the 1204 service to Bedford is delayed. Whoops, I had no part in that. How many people are waiting here at Aldrington? 200 people. Welland Garden City has 300 people, so we 100% need to increase the frequency of this service. What we shall do is go to Manage Vehicles, go over to our Amersham High Speed service, High Speed Amersham service, clone this, rename it into 91003. The third unit, because this is starting to make bank. Okay, 8 million. It's getting there. Small steps. Yeah, I still increase the frequency of the 4 to every 15 minutes. You know what that's going to do? That's going to create induced demand, and you're still going to have like 7,000 people waiting for the 4. And you're going to need to increase the frequency again to every 10 minutes, and then again to every 5 minutes. I had to do that in my Brighton and Hove save on the uni route. Even though it was already running at every 5 minutes, I still had 3,000 people waiting for it in the city centre. So what I ended up doing is I increased it again to every 2.5 minutes, and it ran with bendies, and it was, let's just say, pretty tight squeeze, pretty intimate inside. Over here in Somerton, we have 200 people waiting. That's a good sign because we have another train arriving in soon. Our high-speed service has an 8-minute frequency, which is absolutely abhorrent. It should be a bit more frequent than that. 001 is coming down into Aldrington now. 002 is fully loaded. It's made 22 million so far. Really, really good. Our A1 link, 88 seconds with 3 buses. I don't think we need that many vehicles. However, what I will do is, since we unlocked the Enviro400 and I do want to actually get one of these, is I will get a 10-meter one. First Essex. Yeah, sure, we're nowhere near Essex. I think Aldrington is like in the north of England. But sure. Sure, we have first Essex Brandon on 1A. Oh, the Brandon's all over the place. Oh, and also that has got an Ex-Arriva London plate, which is accurate. There we go, fully load up here. 80 people waiting for the A1. The capacity of the ALX is a lot greater than the E400s. Do you play with mods? If yes, which? So I play with UK-based mods. I have quite a lot installed. For example, all the buses you see, the Darts, the E400s, the ALX400s, those are mods. I also play with an underground station mod. The Class 91 is a mod. The 321's a mod. Pretty much every single British rolling stock you see is a mod. Also, where is it? The station here is a mod. Network Southeast stuff. Also have the Circle line. With how many people are waiting for the Circle line? Oh, it's fully loaded. This is our little subway service that we have in Cirencester. I still have no clue how to actually pronounce that. We have the Circle line, 142 people. This makes no money, but this is more just like a shuttle service around the town, which does remind me I might do something similar in Amersham and also St Albans. Actually, maybe Leatherhead. I'm going to see what's my third biggest city, and I'm going to actually create a new metro system for it. Yes, Aldrington is near Manchester. That is what I thought. Actually, to be fair, then that makes sense as to why I put the Vantage buses on it. The ALR. The ALR is... Where is the ALR? It is, sadly, hemorrhaging money. And also, it's the PLR. It's not really making money, but that's... I sort of expected that. If we go over to electric multiple units, I kind of want to replace it with the BO7 train, which we do actually have now. And there we go. So now, actual dedicated light rail vehicles on this service. To be fair, in doing this is not the most efficient light railway in the world, because these trains are limited to 40 miles per hour. And this track is rated for quite a lot higher than that, about 140 miles per hour. But, you know, details, it's unimportant. See, and we have another DLR unit here waiting. We have an Amersham A stock coming through, along with a 96 stock. So I might make it a Victoria line frequency every 30 seconds. Yes, that is always fun whenever you make a bus route incredibly busy and then put it at Victoria line frequencies, and it's still busy. By that point, what I do is I'm just like, okay, you know what? If you're still busy, I'm literally just going to run like a support route at like probably the same frequency. Okay, so come over to our express line, high-speed Amersham. I'm going to modify these trains and add a bit of extra capacity, as well as actually clone this one. Get one more. 91004. All three of these going to modify. Going to go to electric passenger wagons. Go to the Intercity Swallow. Go down to... I can't actually read what the capacity of these are. Okay, so that's the largest. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Probably put one extra coach on each one of these units. Increase capacity to 308. Since that cost 40 million to modify, I might actually put extra 2 coaches. Get one down there and one onto here. So that there's now nearly 400 capacity on these. I basically doubled capacity as well as adding one extra train. And the 321 over here, this is probably going to be rammed full. Yep, the main line is incredibly busy. So what we're going to do is... see, I don't want to replace all our bin units. I want to keep some of them, but that being said, it might be time to retire them and introduce Electro Stars. Some 377s. Get them in Southwest Trains livery, Southern livery, Thameslink livery, or First Capital Connect, C2C, Gatwick Express. I think I'm going to get it in First Capital Connect. Why would I get it? What is Coca-Cola Express? No, not 4-car. Maybe 5-car? I might actually do 7-car, but I can only get them in Avanti West Coast livery if I want them in that, so that's a bit cursed. Where is Opera X? No. Cross Country? Cross Country 387s, that's a bit cursed. Sounds good fun. What's their current capacity? So this will increase their capacity by 7. Don't know if that's worth it. I think it's just... It will be better to get 2 units. That costs 200 million, and they cost 97 million to replace all of these. How did you get an overview with so many lines? What you're talking about? This overview? It's standard on this game. You should couple the carriages on the PLR. Yes, I should probably. You are right. The only issue I have is just the fact that this service isn't really that busy. To make it busier, maybe I should increase the frequency. So I might double it. And also, these are completely the wrong numbers. It should be like the B0701, I think, is like how the DLR stock is named. Don't quote me on that. Okay, train 1, that will be 04. This will be 05. And then this will be 06. And then there we go, we've increased the frequency, so now it's every 3 minutes, so hopefully more people are going to use it. Cross country, yes. Yes, I'm actually going to use cross country branding on our mainline service. So replace these 3. Actually, I'm going to replace the 2 oldest ones, 321001 and 321002. Maybe I should keep 001. You know, I'm going to keep 001 fighting. And what I'm actually going to replace are these 2 units here. Replace them with 377 or 387s, actually. Cross-country 377s are definitely real. Yeah, 100%. Or should I get EMR? Hold on. Just saw... Where was it? EMR. Oh, no, that's... I do not want this express unit. The American Free Dance Express, no thank you. What I actually want is the 377. There we go, can replace 2 of these. What about the 450s? 450s/350s? See, what I can do is I can do a mixture of fleets on this route. So run some 387s in the terms of these EMR branded ones, whilst also replacing these Thameslink branded 321s with the 450s. I mean, ideally I'd want... where's the 450 that can do 110 miles per hour? Alright, never mind. I'll get some Southwest Trains branded 450s on here. Oh, I can't even afford that. Sorry, I'm broke, as it turns out. But I'm going to rename this to 387001. And then this is 387002. There we go. We don't want the Speed Dance Express, aka the Adlancia Express. No, we do not. Because we don't want our express line to be limited to like, what, 60 miles per hour? I'm pretty certain America's high speed, quote unquote, the fastest it ever goes is like 100 miles per hour, and that's for like a brief section, especially like between, what is it, like the New York corridor, between like Philadelphia and New York, which is their busiest section. So what is... There we go. And we have 387, 321, a bin, which is just waiting here. And we will actually keep... Oh, wait, hold on, hang on a minute. The front of this train has a different fleet code to the one I gave it. Do all of the 321s have the same fleet code at the front? Is it 446? Yes, it is. Okay, we ignore that. That's not, it's no bueno, it's not realism. I mean, do we really want to keep this in like a Steam branded livery? Don't think so. But, however, with that being said, and with this Intercity 225 coming in to Amersham South, along with the Steam branded 321, this is where I'm going to leave this part for now. I thank everyone for getting this far, for watching this far, for joining along this if you're watching live in the in chats. Make sure you leave a like if you've gotten this far. Always subscribe for more, because I do Transport Fever 2 videos and streams at least once a week. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the bells, get notifications for whenever I go live, so you can catch me and watch these live when I do them. I also do other streams, other videos, OMSI 2, City Bus Manager, City Skylines, and a bunch more that will be coming soon. So I thank you for getting this far.